I got involved with Urban Peak in, I think it was in early 2007. And at the time, I was Deputy General Counsel at Quest Communications. And we had a CEO at that time by the name of Richard Notabart, who felt that it was very, very important for company executives to be engaged in the community. But he made it very clear that he didn't want people checking the box. He wanted people to get involved in community organizations, but he wanted them to be involved in organizations that they cared about. And I got a tour of Urban Peak, and I didn't need to see another organization.
When I think of Stefan, I think of energy and passion, and both as a board member and as interim CEO. He was so passionate, he was so energetic, he was here all hours of the night, all hours of the day. And one of the things at Urban Peak is we want to make sure that when we send documents out, grants, reports, whatever, that they are very well written, grammatically correct, those kinds of things. And Stefan kind of took that to a new level. For example, let me tell you what he wrote on something I submitted to him. Kendall, in regards to this highlighted sentence, you will notice that by placing the subjective predicate prior to the independent clause with the coordinating conjunction before the semicolon, you have implied an exponential decrease in the number of youth experiencing homelessness. Was this your intent? What?
I feel so strongly and so passionately about Urban Peak that my family got very involved in it. It wasn't a situation for me where, it was taking time away from my family. Urban Peak became important to my family. I've had an opportunity then to use, what I've received as an individual to give back and not just be there, to work away and go home, but to make sure that the community around us is a better place. And I think if all of us are just solely focused on our work and coming home, and of course we need to be focused on our family, but we're not focused on that outside world, on that community at large, then the world can be a pretty narrow place and a pretty hollow place. And so I just think there's just no organization and no group of people, frankly. I mean, Urban Peak with homeless youth and youth at risk of being homeless they're some of the most vulnerable group in our society, and frankly what I've seen, they're also a group that we can absolutely help the most. And I have seen the type of change that this organization has made in many, many kids' lives, and it's remarkable.
Congratulations, Stefan. We are so excited for you. You Boulder.